Medicaid Compliant Annuities. What families in crisis need to know before the nursing home bill drains everything. So, you guys, there's a moment that too many families know all too well. The hospital room gets quiet. The doctor says the word stroke. And suddenly, you're not just worried about recovery. You're staring at an $8,000 to $12,000 per month nursing home bill. And nobody prepared you for that part. Welcome to News You Need and Might Not Know About. I'm Moné Swan, and this is Secure 65 Health Plans. And today we're talking about something most families don't even know exists. Well, until they're in full crisis mode. It's called a Medicaid Compliant Annuity. And no, it's not an investment strategy, you guys. It's not a get-rich plan, and it is not one of those flashy financial products. It's a crisis tool. And if someone you love is already in a nursing home, paying devastating monthly costs, well, this might be information that could literally protect half of what they worked their entire life to build. So let's talk about it. Now, first of all, I want to be clear about something. I don't like to lead with tools. I always believe we start with the goal, then we design the strategy, and only then do we talk about the tool. But when someone is already in a nursing home and there was no planning done ahead of time, well, we enter what's called Medicaid crisis planning. And here's the harsh truth, you guys. Medicaid has a 5-year look-back period. That means you can't just give your assets away. You can't quickly transfer money to the kids, and you can't fix it overnight. If you simply spend everything down, Medicaid will require the person to get down to about $2,000 in countable assets. Everything else you have, gone. Used up on care and other things. But there are some strategies. And even with that 5-year look back, you guys, one of those strategies is something called a half loaf plan. I know that sounds silly, but I want you to think of it like a loaf of bread. Half the loaf, that may go toward care. The other half, it may be used to protect it. And this is where the Medicaid compliant annuity comes in. So I want you to listen carefully because this part is important. This is not a typical annuity. It's not about growth. It's not about earning interest. And it's not about market performance. It is simply a legal mechanism to turn a lump sum asset into a structured income stream. Now, here's how it works in simplified terms, okay, you guys? So let's say a family has $200,000 left. $100,000 may be gifted into a trust to protect it. That gift creates what's called a Medicaid penalty period. Now, during that penalty period, Medicaid will not pay. So how does the family cover those months? Well, the other $100,000 is placed into a Medicaid compliant annuity that pays the money back out as income. Okay? It's specifically structured to last exactly through the penalty period. Okay? Exactly. It's like creating a temporary paycheck from money that would otherwise disqualify someone from Medicaid. And the goal? Well, get the applicant down to the allowable asset level, cover the penalty period, and preserve as much as legally possible for the family. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat this, you guys, but the rules are complicated. They're often confusing, and they change. States review these strategies closely, and sometimes they differ. And not every annuity qualifies. So let me say that again. Not every annuity is Medicaid compliant. Not every Medicaid friendly product works. This must be structured precisely according to federal and state Medicaid rules. This is why these strategies are handled in coordination with experienced elder law professionals. Now, I'm not one, but we have partners that are wonderful. Because when you're dealing with $8,000 to $12,000 per month, mistakes are expensive. And let me tell you why this matters. Because families often tell me, Moné, we didn't plan, or Moné, we didn't know, or Moné, we thought Medicare covered nursing homes. Medicare does not cover long-term custodial nursing home care. And I've told those who listen to me all the time. And listen, by the time people learn that, they're already in crisis. So this isn't about selling something to you guys. It's about awareness. Because sometimes protecting even half of someone's lifetime savings can mean a surviving spouse isn't left financially broken. Children aren't forced into financial hardship. A legacy isn't erased in 18 months. So here's what I want you to remember. A Medicaid compliant annuity is not magic. It's not glamorous. It's not an investment play. It's a legal strategy used in very specific crisis situations to convert assets into income so families can navigate a penalty period and potentially preserve part of what they've built. It's complicated, but so is watching everything disappear when you didn't know there were options. And around here, we believe education is protection. So if today's episode helped you understand something you didn't know before, subscribe to the Secure 65 Health Plans podcast so you can never, ever, ever miss critical updates that affect seniors and families. Share this episode with someone caring for a parent right now. You guys, you never know who's silently struggling with nursing home costs or any medical expenses. And if your family is facing a Medicaid crisis situation, schedule a strategy conversation with our team so we can help you understand your options before decisions are made in panic. You can visit us at www.secure65healthplans or click on the link in the show notes to book a consultation. Because when it comes to long-term care, waiting until the crisis hits is the most expensive strategy of all. I'm Moné Swan, and this has been News You Need and Might Not Know About. Take care of yourself, take care of your family, and let's make your money count. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.